is Shauna in case you didn't know, and welcome back to another video. Someday I'll make my bed, but today is not that day. Today is Tuesday, so I'm doing another book related video, and today is a book review. I am reviewing Rebel by Marie Lu. Now, fun fact about this review, I had actually filmed it the first day I moved into my apartment, but since I was still getting used to my apartment, I was whispering in the video, and now that I watched it back today, I was like, there's no way I'm posting that. And my hair was also super greasy in that video, so I was like, yep, I'm just gonna delete that and refilm this. In case you don't know about the Legend series, Legend was originally a trilogy, and just last year, this fourth book was added to the trilogy. Legend, the original series, was this dystopian society, and it had a dual perspective with this guy named Day or Daniel and this girl named June. And it's sort of like a little bit of a romance with the dystopian society, and June is like the prodigy or the best one in her school, and Day is like the failure criminal. The Legend series is one of my favorite series of all time, and the third book in the original trilogy broke my heart. It ended in such a sad way. I think everyone's heart was broken if you read that book. But this book was added on, and at first I was like, this is definitely going to be an unnecessary sequel because I didn't really see why we needed a fourth book at first. But I pre-ordered it, and then I procrastinated reading it. I kept procrastinating because I'm like, this is going to be an unnecessary sequel. I already know that it's going to be unnecessary. That's my cat meowing. Do you want to say hi to everyone? Oh, she jumped away from me, so apparently she doesn't want to say hi. So as I was saying, I procrastinated reading this one for a really long time, and I finally got around to reading it in June and May. It took me a couple months to read it because I was taking a I was taking a literature course for school, and I had so many books to read for that course that I sort of put this one on hold for a while, and then I picked it back up in June. So Rebel follows Daniel and Eden. June's perspective is dropped, but it is still a dual perspective with those two brothers. And it takes place in Antarctica, so it's a different dystopian society. This dystopian society in this book reminds me a little bit of Ready Player One. Not that there's AI, but more advanced technology and a dystopian world with technology in the world, because the dystopian society in Antarctica has a lot of technology to it, and I found that personally really fun. I also loved Eden's perspective. Eden is now one of my new favorite characters. He was just amazing. I also loved Pressa a lot, who's Eden's friend. So overall, this book is my new favorite book in the series, and I absolutely loved it. Because I loved Eden's perspective more than June's perspective, and it's harsh to say that because I love June, but it's true. I just loved Eden more than June. I thought the romance that's in here, I'm not gonna spoil which romances and stuff, although most of you can probably guess, but the romance in here was very well written and it was beautiful. The sibling relationship was also well written, and I absolutely love the relationship between Daniel and Eden and how you get to see them grow in their relationship throughout the course of the book. I also really liked how it was so easy to picture the society and how it just seemed like such a fun society. I mean, it wasn't fun because it's a dystopian society, so there's obviously some bad stuff happening, but the world building was amazing, and I could picture it clearly in my head, and I was like, I really hope this series can be made into a 4-movie series so they have a movie for this, because I think it would be amazing. I think that the trauma that the characters went through in the original series, I think that's dealt with really well in this book. My only complaint, which isn't too bad of a complaint, is that at some points it was sort of like a thriller, which I know some people like thrillers, but I'm not a huge fan of thrillers or things that scare me. So there's a couple parts that I wasn't a huge fan of just because it was a little bit scary. But as a whole, I love this book and it was absolutely amazing. I highly recommend that everyone checks it out. I mean, at least read the first few chapters if you like the Legend trilogy, and if you're like, I can't stand this, then just ditch it. It's fine. Literally no one's gonna judge you. You can DNF books whenever you want. But I really enjoyed it, and I think you should go into it with an open mind. Don't go into it thinking it's gonna be the same society as the Legend trilogy and the same things as the Legend trilogy, because then you'll be disappointed. But just keep an open mind, and yeah. That's all I can really say. You should keep an open mind and give it a shot even if it doesn't look appealing to you. So since this is my favorite one in the series, and since I loved it so much, and since I loved Eden so much, I definitely gave this book 5 out of 5 stars, and I highly recommend this book. Also, this cover is beautiful. I love it. It's my favorite cover of the Legend series, and it has a pretty under the jacket cover thing. I have the original Legend series in paperback, So I don't know if the original Legends series has the little imprint under the jacket, but it probably does. I don't know though. Also, I don't have it here with me because I pre-ordered this. There was a pre-order incentive that I got, which was some artwork of Day and Eden, and yeah, it's just amazing. So I really hope that all of you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big ol' thumbs up and subscribe to me if you haven't already. I'll also have all my other social media linked down in the description below, and I'll see all of you in my next video. Bye!